The day my husband died, the soup was still on fire. I remember because I was stirring the pot when my phone rang for the third time. At first, I ignored it. I was angry. Angry at life. Angry at him. Angry that we were still struggling after everything we had suffered together. Our baby was crying in the next room. The landlord had embarrassed me that morning. And the words I said to my husband before he left the house were still hot in the air like pepper smoke. Look at other men in this estate. Are you even trying? Those were the last words I ever said to him. If I had known that my husband was going to die with my voice inside his head, I would have held his shirt and begged him not to leave that morning. But I didn't know. And now, every night, I hear the sound of that phone ringing again. The call that destroyed my life. My name is Amora. And this is the story of how I lost the only man who ever truly loved me because I listened to women who never cared about my home. When I married Daniel, we had absolutely nothing. Nothing. Our first room was so small that if one person stretched properly, the other person would hit the wall. During rainy season, water entered from the zinc roof. At night, rats used to run across our bags. Sometimes we cooked with firewood because gas was too expensive. But Daniel, oh, that man loved me. He loved me with the kind of love poor people used to survive. If he bought bread, he would pretend he was not hungry so I could eat more. If transport money remained for only one person, he would trek so I could enter bus. When I got pregnant, things became harder. Very hard. There were days we ate Gary morning and night. Sometimes I cried quietly when Daniel slept because I did not want him to feel like he was failing. But one thing about my husband, he never stopped trying. Every morning before sunrise, he left the house with faded files under his arm looking for jobs. Sometimes he returned smiling. Sometimes he returned defeated. But he kept moving. Then one afternoon, everything changed. I was washing baby clothes outside when Daniel came running into the compound shouting my name. Amora. I almost thought something bad happened. Before I could stand properly, he carried me up. I got a job. I screamed. We both started crying like children. That night, we celebrated with rice and 1 bottle of Coke. You would think we won lottery. The job was good. Very good. Within 1 year, our lives changed completely. Daniel started working for a big company. His salary increased. He bought a small car. We moved into a beautiful estate. The kind of estate I used to admire from inside Kiki. Clean roads. Flowers. Security men at the gate. Constant light. I felt like God finally remembered us. At first, life was peaceful. Daniel still remained the same loving man. But the estate changed me. Especially the women. Every evening, they gathered downstairs to gist. At first, I liked them. They dressed well. Smelled expensive. Spoke confidently. Women like me wanted to belong around women like them. One day, one of them looked at my phone and laughed. You're still using this kind of phone? Everybody laughed softly. I laughed too, pretending it didn't pain me. Another day, one woman said, better car. Bigger apartment. Designer clothes. Vacation pictures. Things those women posted online every day. The pressure inside me became poison. If Daniel came home late, I complained. If he forgot anything, I insulted him. If another woman's husband bought her something, I used it to fight. One night, Daniel sat beside our sleeping baby and said softly, Amora, what happened to us? I rolled my eyes. Nothing happened. He looked at me for a long time. You no longer talk to me with love. I hissed. Love does not pay bills. That sentence broke something inside him. I saw it. But pride would not let me stop. The women kept encouraging me. Stand your ground. Don't let him relax. Push him harder. Men become rich under pressure. I listened. God forgive me. Then came the night everything ended. Daniel returned home around 10 p.m. He looked exhausted. His shirt was stained with sweat. His eyes looked weak. He sat down quietly and said, "Work was stressful today." Instead of giving him food, I exploded. "You're always stressed. Other men are building houses while you're giving excuses." He became silent. Then he asked me a question I will never forget. "Amora, if I die today, will all these things really matter to you?" I laughed angrily. "Who told you to die? Just behave like a responsible man." He stared at me. The room became quiet. Then he asked slowly, "Am I not responsible?" And that was when I said the words that destroyed my life. I said, "To be honest, sometimes I regret marrying you." Silence. Complete silence. Even the fan sounded loud. Daniel looked at me like someone stabbed him. He nodded slowly. Not anger. Not shouting. Just pain. Deep pain. He stood up quietly, entered the bedroom, and slept facing the wall. That night, I slept with pride. I thought I had won. I did not know my marriage was already dying. The next morning, Daniel woke up earlier than usual. He dressed quietly. Before leaving, he stood by our baby's bed for a long time. Then he looked at me. I expected him to beg me like always. But he only said, "Take care of yourself," and left. Around noon, I called him. No answer. I was still angry. By evening, I became worried. Then my phone rang. Unknown number. "Hello, is this Mrs. Daniel?" "Yes. There's been an accident." My heart stopped. The voice continued talking, but I could barely hear. Something about crossing the road. Something about a car. Something about immediate death. I screamed. I screamed so loud that neighbors ran into my apartment. At the hospital, I saw my husband's body covered with white cloth. Cold. Still. Gone. I held his shirt and cried like madness. "Daniel, please wake up. Please." I didn't mean it. But dead people don't answer. One of his colleagues later told me what happened. They said Daniel was distracted the whole day. Quiet. Absent-minded. While crossing the road after work, he didn't notice the speeding car. They said he looked like a man carrying something heavy inside his mind. And immediately I heard that. I remembered my words. "Sometimes I regret marrying you." That sentence followed me home. Followed me into sleep. Followed me into widowhood. After burial, the estate women disappeared one by one. The same women who advised me. The same women who told me to pressure my husband. None of them stayed. None. When rent was due, none came. When my baby fell sick, none came. When I cried through the night, none came. One even avoided me in the estate supermarket. That was when I understood something painful. People can advise you into destroying your home, then leave you alone inside the ruins. Today, I no longer live in that estate. I couldn't afford it after Daniel died. I moved into a smaller place with my child. Sometimes at night, my son asks me, "Mommy, where's Daddy?" And every single time, my heart breaks again, because how do I explain to a child that his father died carrying sadness I gave him? How do I explain that pride destroyed our home? Sometimes I sit with Daniel's old shirt and cry till morning. Not because of money. Not because life became hard again. But because I finally understood too late. A peaceful home is more valuable than competition. I had a good man. Not a perfect man. but a good man. And instead of protecting his heart, I joined strangers to break it. So if you are listening to me today, protect your home. The world will always show you people who have more money, more luxury, more lifestyle. But many of those smiling homes are secretly bleeding. Do not let outside voices poison the person who truly loves you. Because sometimes, by the time you realize their value, you are already standing beside their grave. And before you leave this story, I pray for every home listening to me right now. May pride never destroy your family. May bad advice never separate you from the people who truly love you. May God bless every struggling husband trying his best. May God give every wife wisdom, patience, and understanding. And may no one receive a phone call that will turn their joy into tears. If you believe this prayer for your home and family, type Amen with all your heart.